is get all of your supplies ready. I have my white shirt, some gloves, the 2 colors of dye that I will be using, and also the plastic tub that I'm going to use to get the tie-dye effect. The next thing you want to do is get your shirt nice and wet. To do this, I just took it to the kitchen sink and rinsed it with lukewarm water. Once your shirt is nice and saturated, it's time to get your dye mixed. The dye that I'm using comes pre-mixed as a powder in the bottle, and all you have to do is add water to it and then shake it up. After the dye is mixed, it's time to go ahead and put on your gloves to make sure you don't stain your hands. I'm just using the regular plastic gloves that came with my kit. Next, you're going to want to grab your shirt and fit it inside of the plastic tub. For this technique, I want to make it a crumple design. So instead of using rubber bands, I'm just fitting it and crumpling it inside of the tub to give it that nice shape. Now it's time to start dyeing. Give it one last good shake and then go ahead and apply the dye to the shirt wherever you think it looks good. There's really no rhyme or reason to tie-dyeing. That's one of the things that I love most about it. Just put the dye wherever you want and it usually turns out pretty good. Once the dye is to your liking on the first side of your shirt, go ahead and flip it over to the back side. And you can see a little bit of the dye seeped through from the front already to the back. That's okay. So I actually ended up running out of pink dye because I used way too much on the front. It turned out fine in the end, but I just added a little bit more blue in the spots that I thought were bare. Once you finish applying your dye, then it's time to let the shirt rest and let the dye sink into the material. I also like to look at the design and see what it looks like before I let it rest. I think this one has turned out super good so far. I love the pink and the blue together. I think it's going to turn out really nicely. I only ended up letting mine rest for 2 to 3 hours because I wanted a more pastel result. But if you wanted more vibrant colors, you could leave it set anywhere from 8 hours to overnight. Once your shirt is done resting, it's time to rinse out any excess dye. You want to use nice, cool water for this and rinse it continuously until your water runs clear. Now that my shirt is rinsed and dried, I'm going to get ready to apply my vinyl design. I'm just starting by preheating my shirt to get out any moisture, make it nice and smooth for the application. Next, I'm going to just take my design and place it where I think it looks good. This is the most tedious part for me because I like it to be perfect, so it takes me a while to get it just the way I like it. Once you have your design where you like it, it's time to heat press it onto the shirt. Once you've finished heat pressing the design, go ahead and peel up that clear backing. Next, I like to flip the shirt inside out and heat set it from the inside as well, just to give it a little bit of extra bond. Flip your shirt right side out again, and your shirt is complete.